This lecture is about low-fat foods and weight loss. If you understand the effects of foods on your body weight, you can start to see success. This process is just about rebalancing your diet, and understanding the fat that's in foods helps you make decisions for greater success. Weight gain is pretty much impossible without enough fat in foods. This is proven in studies. If fat is lower and foods are healthy, you can start to lose weight. It is certain naturally low-fat foods that lead to weight loss. Not all low-fat foods will allow for weight loss. This lecture explains that. The aim is to reduce fat by eating natural, low-fat, whole foods. Healthy, starchy foods, vegetables, and fruits, so that weight loss progresses. High-fat foods give you a lot of extra calories, and they don't make you as full as natural, low-fat, whole foods. So let's learn about low-fat foods and which ones help with weight loss and which ones will keep you at the same weight. The reality is that not all low-fat foods will help with weight loss. Some of them will stop weight gain, but they won't allow you to lose much weight. While whole, low-fat foods that we always talk about promote weight loss. Healthy, starchy foods have very low amounts of fat and are very filling. This is how they reduce weight. And if you add modest amounts of exercise to naturally low-fat whole foods, you can have amazing, phenomenal weight loss, better than you could possibly imagine. In contrast, even with intense exercise, high-fat foods will not allow weight loss. Let's go through the low-fat foods. Low-fat foods have less than 30% of the calories from fat. The really helpful low-fat whole foods are much lower than this. Healthy, starchy foods, vegetables, and fruits are very low-fat. Now, how about low-fat processed foods, like those shown here? These really don't allow weight loss because they are not whole foods. They do not work the same way as healthy, starchy foods, vegetables, and fruits. Research has really shown that these foods don't work. If you really stick to eating low-fat products, like this, you probably won't gain weight, but they won't cause weight loss either. Maybe a very small amount, but not meaningful weight loss. Then, let's look at low-fat, truly junk foods, those with no nutritional value, such as low-fat potato chips, low-fat ice cream, candies that are very low-fat. These foods are likely to cause weight gain because they have just enough calories from fat combined with lots of sugar and other additives and preservatives. Together, these cause you to overeat them, even though they're low-fat. Now let's go into low-fat whole foods, real foods. Whole foods with lots of fiber especially, so healthy, starchy foods, vegetables, and fruits will cause excellent weight loss. At the center are the healthy, starchy foods. These are the ones that cause weight loss. Fruits and vegetables are helpers. It is important still to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, but it is the starchy whole foods that really are the center and that lead to weight loss overall. Together, combined in meals, this is the most effective template for success. These are low-fat whole foods that cause a lot of weight loss. And here is that perfect plate again. Half whole, healthy carbs, half vegetables, or half fruits, or both. Let's go over how low the fat is in these healthy carbs, or healthy starchy foods. Meals with these low-fat foods are what causes weight loss. Let's go through the very low fat amount. Oatmeal is only 16% fat, very low. Corn is similar, 13% fat. The same is of course true of ground corn like grits, very low fat. White pasta is incredibly low fat and filling. It's a very misunderstood food. White pasta is 6% fat. The whole grain part of the pasta adds just a little bit more fat from healthy fats, but whole grain pasta is still low fat at 10%. White bread, very low fat, 11%. Whole grain bread, 12% fat. Black beans, very low fat, only 4%. Chickpeas are a little higher, at 14%, but still very low. Pinto beans are even more low fat than black beans, only 2% fat. Lentils, only 3%. Brown rice, 7%. Sweet potatoes, 1%. Potatoes are the lowest fat of all the healthy starchy foods. White potatoes, 1%. White rice, 2% fat. Whole grains, such as farro, which is an Italian whole grain, very low fat, 5%. Barley, 3% fat. Green peas, 5% fat. Plantains, just like potatoes, have almost no fat. Squash, just like potatoes, very low fat. Quinoa, which has a little bit more healthy fat because it's a whole grain, still very low fat, 15%. Other starchy foods like yuca, very low fat, 2%, just like potatoes. Now let's go over other low fat foods, the proteins, as many people call them, and how they affect weight. These are whole foods, but they won't help with meaningful weight loss when they're high enough in your diet. This includes the following foods. These are low-fat foods, around 20% or so. Shrimp, tuna, white fish, chicken and turkey breast, lean beef, lean pork, and a few others. Low-fat dairy is in this group as well. A lot of people are eating lots of low-fat Greek yogurt, for example, and really not seeing much success. So again, no weight loss with low-fat proteins and dairy. This is by far the hardest part of our job at our clinic, is telling this to patients. Our job would be a lot easier if this weren't true, but it is. It's what we see in our patients. It's what we see very consistently in nutrition studies. There are probably several biological reasons that this is true. While they probably won't cause weight gain, and they may help even a little bit, just a tiny bit with weight loss, that weight loss will stop. You will not have meaningful weight loss with these low-fat proteins. It's fine to have some of them in your diet. This is not about absolutism. But it's important to recognize that they don't help you see success. They are what they are, not helpful for weight loss. Remember the perfect plate of low-fat whole foods with plenty of fiber. Half healthy, starchy foods, half vegetables, half fruits, or both.